all set.
Are they not having video? Or did it not connect yet?
No, they're connected.
Oh, hello, my name is Dan
Hi
Bodwin,
there.
and I'm here to basically listen to what your issues are. And I guess we do have the documents that you emailed. I haven't had a chance to look at them, but um, if you could explain what your focus is on the valuation, that'd be good.
Sure. So the schedule you have in front of you, I prepared previously, prior to me speaking to Russ.
Actually, I
the
don't
other-
have that in front of me.
This is the-
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is everything.
So you talked to Russ, I guess, yeah.
Yes, he was very good, very informative.
Yeah.
He explained to me how the evaluation was done. And the
Okay.
schedule you have in front of you, I basically looked at property that was on Smith Road where I live. And I just got the assessed value and I divided it by the number of acres each property had. I got an average per acre. I was surprised how many pieces of land had, how many property owners had so much land on Smith Road. But then I expanded, I only know a few of the streets around me. So I went to Eastover Road, Old Town Road, and I looked for other properties that had large tracts of land to try to get their value as well. So both those items are on the sheet there. And what's confusing me is that my value per acre was quite high compared to other neighbors of mine. And then I decided to do a complete search from the 2024 Grand Master List, again, only of land. And I chose 100 acres and 25 acres. So anything between 25 and 100 acres, I just dropped down into another schedule that's on my schedule now. It's in yellow highlights, because I highlighted in yellow.
Yeah.
I was taking off the Grand Master List. And then I moved some of them off that list because their taxes were very, very low. And I think some of them were municipal owned land and other land that just didn't pay taxes. So I felt that was not for some reason they should not be in my list. So I deleted them. But then I got an average per acre assessed value for those as well. And again, I came with a much lower value than when I was being charged. However, though, I understand now, speaking to Russ, that it's basically a formula based upon how things are calculated. And I would assume it's from the state. Is that correct, Dan? The state tells you how to value land?
Actually, I don't really know. And I'm not really part of the land category for the valuations. I mainly, I do visit properties, and so I physically go out and look at whatever needs to be seen. But as far as the deep calculations and so on, I'm not really part of that normally.
All right, gotcha. So Russ explained to me that, and this was mentioned last year, but I did not understand the complete ramifications nor how things are valued. But he explained to me that because we had 3 parcels of land, that they each had to be valued as a separate properties with homesteads on them because they could be developed. Well, that probably is my main property, the 50 acres I bought, has never been developed. We have no plans on developing them either. We leave them as rural property.
Don't even know if it can be developed.
Well, we never looked at that either. But when we bought it back in 2009, it was treated as one piece of property. To our knowledge, we got one tax bill, and that's what we kept going along on it until last year. They had the wrong acreage, and we didn't know how they got the wrong acreage. So we asked them to please correct it to like 56 acres, not 61 acres. And instead they said, oh, you have 3 pieces of property, so we need to assess you accordingly. And from my perspective, anybody who has large tracts of land can easily subdivide their property into multiple lots if they want to sell something. And just because mine are separate lots doesn't mean that I'm going to develop them and be assessed at a very high value that encourages me to sell and develop. And I don't want to do that. You know, people want property to be left alone in Vermont, which I think they want to do. Then why would they want to assess me a higher value to force me to sell? Because I can't afford to keep it.
Uh-huh.
So I was really confused. And I now understand I just need to go to a lawyer and have all my property, you know, written up accordingly to be one piece of property, in which point my appraisal, my valuation would go down accordingly. Because I'm not going to have 2 additional homesteads on land assessed to me that don't exist. I don't have a house on them. So my only request now, if understanding what's going on, is just treat me the same this year as I've always been treated. I will go through the paperwork and make all this property to one big lot, and at which point I'll be assessed based upon having 52 acres, not 3 separate parcels, but 1 parcel. And I wish the village would have told me that last year and said, "Oh, Ken, you have a problem here. Just go out there and get them all to one big piece of property, and your assessment will go down to where it remains. It won't be assessed for 3 homesteads." So that's what I'm requesting. That at this point in time, it's unfair. I mean, I'm being charged. We're being charged a lot more money in taxes for something that doesn't exist. We don't have homes on those property. It's rural land.
Yeah.
So that's what we're asking for. So if you can't
Yeah.
handle it, then maybe Russ can handle it. But that's what we're requesting.
Yeah. So basically what you just explained, did you explain it that way to Russ already when you talked to him?
Well, Russ educated me.
Yeah.
He was excellent with regard to it. Again, if people had said this to me a year ago, we would have handled it this year, and we would have combined them all into one piece of property. But again, I had no idea what was going on because I'm not involved with these assessed values.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really have anything to add to whatever Russ was ended up telling you about, you know, what was possible. So is there anything else that you hadn't already told him or discussed with him?
No. It's just our request is that we continue being treated the way we've been treated for the past 15, 16 years as one piece of property as such, and have the assessed value be there, and we will go to a lawyer and we'll have the 3 properties combined to one piece of property as we've always treated it since we've owned it. We treated it as one piece of property, not 3. So.
Well, then I guess what I could say at this point is we will have to wait to see what Russ ends up deciding, which that will end up being on the next second notice that you're going to get, which would be coming in about 7 days, approximately. Russ has 7 days to finish doing all of the various properties valuations. And at that point, a notice would be mailed out showing what, if any, change was made with your property. And even if there was no change, you would still get a new notice. And it'll look just like the first one you got, with may have new values on it.
Okay.
And that notice will be telling you also that you have another option after having this hearing process to meet with the Board of Civil Authority. I don't know if you're aware of that, the BCA, and they have the option to make any changes that they feel would be relevant. So that would be your next option if you're not satisfied with the results of this hearing.
Okay.
So that would be another option for you. Well, yeah, okay. Well, this is, all this information, of course, will be digested by Russ, and he'll figure out what he might do with the properties. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Jessica.
How
You're
come?
welcome.
You're quite
Sorry for all the
welcome.
confusion.
Okay, have a good day, guys.
Yep, you too. Bye now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, let's see, I'll keep this.